On today's episode of The Happy House, make it personal with gift wrap. Learn how to create custom gift wrap with items you have in your own home. Learn all about wines, how to choose them, what to serve them with, and how much to pay for them. Learn about Free Bikes for Kids, an organization that refurbishes and distributes bikes to kids every single year. Stay tuned for The Happy House. I love to wrap gifts and like to think I'm good at it, but my friend Peggy is the master. So I am here with her today to learn about all kinds of fun and different ideas for wrapping gifts for any occasion, really. All right, take it away, Peggy.
Yeah.
Tell us what we need to know.
Well, I'm all about using stuff in my house. So Happy, here, dump this out for me. Dump this out.
It's full of treasures.
Dump it out. Do you have a junk drawer at home
or
with stuff?
Or 25,
like
but
with,
don't talk
right,
about
with
that.
stuff? Okay.
Yeah,
so,
like who doesn't have a plastic cow?
Yeah, everybody. I don't know.
Okay.
Like magnetic letters. Okay,
Yep.
so here, magnetic letters. Okay, my kids don't play with magnetic letters anymore, right? They are older, so put them to use.
We're gonna put that right back on.
Sorry, Tim.
My kid. Okay.
Okay, so that's Tim's. Dollar bin.
Yeah, so if you don't
store.
have a backstock of magnetic letters.
If you don't have junk drawers, which who
But I
doesn't,
actually think, and these letters from the dollar bin are a little bit smaller than the standard ones I used to buy for my kids.
Well,
so
these are the standard, these are the small.
yeah. Well, lowercase. That's just cute too because I like lowercase font.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So also, maps. Who doesn't have maps? Maps can wrap. These are wrapping. Okay, I got these at Goodwill. Patterns. These are super cute. You can wrap grandma's gifts, your aunt's gifts, mom's, sister, with old patterns.
Like the instructions or the actual pattern paper?
Either.
Okay.
I mean, the tissue paper inside instead of a thing could be the actual pattern.
What would be kind of fun with this, actually, if you wanted to involve your kids, if you wrapped a gift with this, you could actually color these little pictures
That would
in
be
or do
super
some
cute.
fun kind of things.
Good idea.
And then what would be also cute, I think, now you're kind of inspiring me, Peggy. You could wrap it with this and then cut strips of different fabric and tie it around as the embellishment.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be
adorable.
neat?
Good idea.
All right.
Good idea. Okay, also at the thrift shop, old comics. So I wrapped this.
This is really cute.
Yeah, just
and then
twine.
And then look at this teeny paper clip and you put a little
And I just had
letter.
a sticker. I had like, doesn't everybody have like a pile of stickers from your kids, with letters and stuff?
I am going to actually look. I have a lot of stuff, I think.
Yeah, stickers. Okay, so here's a super easy one. You don't even have to wrap. You just have a box, twine, right? And pasta. And it makes a tiny bow.
That's really cute. And you know what would be cute to put in here is maybe like a gift card to an Italian restaurant or something like that, or like a noodle bar. I mean, that would be really fun.
Good idea.
I love that.
Yeah. So glue gun, I had these in my bathroom, kind of sick of them, kind of over it, the whole thing.
Right, so
just stuff.
Stuff you got from like the import store that you put in a big urn and then you're like,
I'm done with that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I love the color. So this is actually wrapping paper.
That is wrapping paper.
But you use this embellishment.
But just glue, the glue gun. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that. It's so cute. You know what's nice about this too? You might be tired of this, but if you gave somebody a special gift like a scarf or a sweater, something they really enjoyed and it's from you, they might take this off and actually just put it somewhere in their house, like on their kitchen windowsill or whatever, and then it would remind them of you.
Kind of a memento.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
More items from the junk drawer. Animals, plastic animals. Right?
And are you using hot glue gun, or could I just basically use some Elmer's and plop it in there?
I think you could use Elmer's.
Okay.
I just don't have enough patience, but
so
I think you're doing it with your kids, and it's good to go.
That's really
Beads. Beads. Who doesn't have
pom-poms?
pom-poms? I've seen
love
you can
pom-poms.
just glue them all over the package.
My daughter actually, so these are sort of a different kind of pom-pom, but my daughter for a long time would make pom-poms and then put them on a gift tag, and then that would be sort of almost like to her friends a gift because they could tie it under their backpack or do something else. But and so it was a craft for her, but then also usable and really cute.
Adorable. Adorable.
So here's a great idea.
Yeah, here's a great idea for a little boy. Okay.
So you've made a road.
Yep.
And
these are the inserts from like the stickers, the letters, like when you have an O and then there's a little piece left over, just stick it right on there. And
save everything.
And then
go ahead and put a car.
Glue that right on there.
Cars maybe playing
maybe
Pac-Man a little bit, but we can put it
in the middle or on the side of the road.
Yeah. But anyways, it's so cute. And then this also is an additional little gift.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so great. This, I actually had one original idea myself, but I took this popcorn box, and you can get these at like a party supply store. They're very inexpensive. They sell them in packs of 25. And I just tied some wired red ribbon around it and then put in movie tickets and like a $10 bill for treats at the movies. So it is the wrapping and the gift. And it's just simple. And oftentimes, like around the holidays, you're giving gifts to a lot of people. So something like this looks really great, is a special treat for people. I mean, and if you have like a family that you always give gifts to, you could give one of each of these to everyone in the family, and they're all going to have a family outing together.
They'll love it.
So, okay, then this.
This is just, you know, regular wrapping paper, and then I just had some fabric. Actually, my daughter had a duvet on her bed, and she got a rip in it, and so I kept it, and I made it into strips, and that this was just something off of something else.
And what I like about this, and I can tell what you've done because I do it myself often, is fabric does not need to be cut. You can actually just tear strips, and it looks really, really cute. And then you just finish the edge here by making like a little V. Yeah, it is so cute. This is another. So this is an old-fashioned label maker, and this is something I really like. You basically can create whatever label you want to so-and-so from Happi, and then you could type a little message on there like best wishes or congratulations, and it just sort of looks vintagey, but
so
again,
retro.
Really, it's retro, really reasonable, but you could also type really funny messages like, or, well, it's not that funny, but over the hill, or I mean any kind of thing you want to type, or even something that is a shared joke. So customizing things with words and letters is another favorite thing of mine.
I love that. I'm going to steal that.
Perfect. I guess I had two original ideas. Well, anything else you have to share with us?
You know, I would just say go into your drawer. Like I had jewelry that has broken, you know, off of bracelets. Anything can go onto a ribbon and become like, it's really about making the outside of the gift look as nice as the inside, and people get really excited, you know, when something looks cool and different.
It is actually fun when I get a gift where there's, if I would like get this, I would just already, that is a gift. To have somebody, that's the thing I think about gift wrap, to have somebody actually take the time and be thoughtful and do something nice and care about how it looks for you makes the gift whole, kind of. So thank you so much, Peggy.
Thanks for having me.
To learn more about these ideas and even see more ideas, visit our website. We're talking about wine today, one of my favorite topics, actually. I'm here with Alf Bach from Margren Skoglund Wine Importers, and we're just going to learn a little bit more about this business and then also talk specifically about different wine recommendations you might have for us. So tell me, we talked earlier, and you are an importer and a distributor here. How do you decide which wines you are going to bring in, and how does that all work?
Right. As you said, I'm an importer and a wholesaler and distributor. I go to Europe several times a year to meet with wine producers, trade shows, and traveling in the wine regions. Get to meet these small producers, sit down in their kitchens and taste their wines, and then select what I want to bring in, what I think would be, you know, successful here in this market.
And you're obviously looking for a variety of price points there, so you can sell to any customer.
Anything from $5, $6 wines to several $100s is my range, but mostly around $15. That's kind of the sweet spot.
For people when they're just table wines and that kind of thing. So what about, I'm going to do a little quiz here with you. If I were going to have like just a basic family dinner, so maybe something like just a chicken dish with, you know, some sides, what kind of wine would you recommend serving with something like that?
Well, it depends on how flavorful the sauce is and so on, you know, but a good French wine, southern France, Côte d'Ivoire, for instance, $12 to $15 wine would be a good choice with something like that.
Is there a difference between wines that are produced in France versus a different country in Europe? I mean, they must vary.
Very much so. There's different grape varietals in different countries. For instance, in Italy, a lot of Sangiovese for the red wines. France, you have Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and so on. And in Spain, Tempranillo is the big prevalent red grape.
Okay. So the Tempranillo is obviously the name of the grape. Cabernet, is that the name of the grape?
Cabernet Sauvignon. That's
okay.
very important because there's other Cabernets also.
Okay.
Cabernet Sauvignon is one of the most popular grapes in the world, as a matter of fact.
Can I expect a different taste if I'm ordering a French wine versus an Italian wine? Is it going to be drier or sweeter, or does it just really vary by the winery?
It varies by the grape variety and the location where it's grown. The French have a term called terroir. There is no English word for it, but it's got to do with the grape variety, the weather, the soil, everything that goes into making a good grape. It all starts with grapes.
Okay. How about if I'm going to give a gift and I want to give something a little bit special? I'm not even talking about price point necessarily, because I mean, I think people can vary on that, but just maybe what's something that is really palatable to most people? Do more people drink white or more people drink red?
More people prefer red wines. Sexes have a difference in opinion. A lot of women drink white wine. I love white wine too. But for a gift, I would pick a red wine.
You would pick a red wine. Mm-hmm. And then what kind of grape do you think I would look for?
In Italian, Sangiovese would be a great pick. You can get them anywhere from $10 up to the $100, several $100. There's many goods. Chianti Classico, for instance, is a Sangiovese.
Okay. And what about when we talk about red wine? Do I have to keep it for a long time before I drink it, or can I have it right away? What's your opinion on that?
There are wines that's ready to be drunk now. Mostly the more inexpensive wines are ready to be drunk now. If you want to keep it, I would go with a French wine from Bordeaux or some that has higher tannins, bigger fruit, so it's bigger bodied wine. It's going to last for a long time.
Okay.
A normal cheap wine, 3-4 years. A really good wine can last for 30-40 years.
Oh my gosh, wow. I don't know if it would last in my house for 30 or 40 years. So tannins, tell me a little bit. I've heard that term before and I have a small understanding of it, but what does that exactly mean in a red wine?
Tannins is what you get if you drink really strong tea. You get that dried out feeling in your mouth. Mm-hmm. That is tannins. And that's what you get from some of the bigger grapes like Cabernet Sauvignon and so on.
But that is a desirable thing, or it's not a desirable thing?
It's a desirable thing if you have the acidity, if you have the fruit. It's all the wines got to be balanced. Too much of one thing is not a good. It's got to be a complete balance in the wine.
So let's say I'm planning a special meal, kind of like a date night or something, and we're going to serve like filet and then all of the sides that would go with a piece of red meat like that. What kind of wine would you recommend for that?
Big, heavy, and red.
What's the heaviest red wine?
Could probably be Cabernet Sauvignon. I personally like, in that instance, I like a Châteauneuf de Pape, for instance, from southern France, made from Grenache, Syrah, Mourvèdre, Carignan. Those are all grapes from southern France, and that is my preference.
Is that a blend?
That's a blend,
okay.
Yes. Most European wines are blends. They're not a single variety.
Okay, my final challenge for you is I want to host a wine tasting party for some couples. What are 6 different wines you would recommend that I would have on hand?
It depends on the format of what you're thinking of. You can go with all wines from one country. You can pick all varietals from different country that's the same varietal. For instance, Pinot Grigio from different countries or Sauvignon Blanc. So there's several different ways you can go with that. I like the same varietal from different countries attack to that, and it's a fun thing. You can have everybody bring a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc or Merlot or something from different countries and see what you like and pick a price point, for instance. Okay,
that's a great idea. All right, my final question. You have tasted wines, I'm sure, from everywhere around the world. What is your favorite, can you think of your favorite wine of all time? Can you pick a favorite?
It's a very difficult question to answer. It depends on what I'm eating, what time of the year, temperature, but I'm partial to Bordeaux wines. Bordeaux wines are expensive, very, very expensive. Some can be thousands of dollars a bottle, but a mid-priced Bordeaux at $100 is usually a good pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll be right back after these messages. Up next, learn how an amazing organization, Free Bikes for Kids, is helping over 5,000 kids. Welcome back to the Happy House, where today's Greater Good Charity Spotlight is all about bikes. Learn how an organization called Free Bikes for Kids is making a difference for over 5,000 kids.
Come on.
I'm at Free Bikes for Kids today with Terry Isa, the founder and executive director, and I actually just learned about this program through an acquaintance.
What took you so long?
I don't know. It's truly amazing. So I want to, first of all, find out how this whole thing started.
Well, I'm a bikeaholic.
Okay.
I actually have a bike that costs more than my car. And I love bicycles, and I think every kid should have a bike. And I have this bike group that meets in my driveway every Saturday morning, and we go for a long ride. And one day I got a call. This was like early December. And they said, we know this family who's really struggling financially. They can't buy a Christmas present for their kid. Do you know one of your friends who would have a bike in their garage we could give to them? So I called 4 friends. All 4 of them had a bike. And I thought, does every bike have a garage in it that's not being used? So I called one of the local TV stations. I said, I want to come on and invite the public to donate bikes to us. We did, and in 2 weeks we got 250 bikes. We fixed them up. We gave them away to kids in need. And my friend said, that was fun, let's do it next year. Yeah. And we did, and we gave away 750. And they said, that was fun, let's do it next year. We gave away 1,500. And now we've been giving away 5,000 bikes every year for the last 3 years.
It is really amazing. Now when the bikes come in, I actually can think about my own garage. I've got a couple of bikes sitting in there.
There you go. Let's empty that. Let's clean it out, should we?
I actually do need to clean out my garage. But anyways, so when they come in here, I would imagine some of them aren't in great shape. What do you guys do with those bikes?
We take every bike that's donated to us. Some of them that are in really, really bad shape, we use them as organ donors. So we take parts from those bikes to help complete other bikes. But every bike that comes in gets basically 3 touches. One person cleans and polishes the bike so it's shining again. Then we have our mechanics who go through and they basically rebuild and refurbish the bike mechanically. And then we have one of our pro staff mechanics who do a quality check so that we know that a child is going to get a safe, functional bike that's going to last them for a while. It's basically accomplished with thousands of volunteers. There's a self-esteem aspect to this where a kid gets a bike and all of a sudden their world opens up. They can now...
Thank you so much for talking with me today, and I actually cannot wait to see kids get bikes on the day the distribution is done.
Oh, you're going to love it. It's the coolest thing.
After the break, we'll meet some of the lucky kids that were helped through the work of this amazing program. Welcome back to the Happy House, where today's Greater Good Charity Spotlight is all about bikes and kids. It's truly amazing what's happening here today, all thanks to Free Bikes for Kids. The Happy House crew arrived at Free Bikes for Kids distribution bright and early. The first thing we noticed was how amazing all the bikes looked. They were all lined up in a row and ready to go for the kids who were going to receive them that day.
Get out of here. Why don't you have a seat?
I know you guys distributed bikes yesterday. How did that go?
Great. We gave away 1,000 bikes yesterday.
Okay. And
well, technically we gave away about 3,000 or 4,000 bikes yesterday because we had like 10 different locations. I don't know if we're getting bigger, but we're getting better.
Okay.
We're getting better at what we're doing, so everything is running smoothly. Kids are happy. It's great.
I was actually really surprised when I arrived here because I don't know what I expected, but I was sort of nervous that it was going to be like this big crowd of people sort of clamoring for things, and it's just like so amazing and smooth, and everybody is treated so well, and it's running so well.
Well, this year we booked groups in 15-minute increments all through the day. So we're trying to manage the flow so it's not chaos and then a lull, but it still turns into chaos at times.
When the families arrive, the first stop after check-in is the helmet table. Each of the children is fitted with a helmet for their specific head size to ensure safe bike riding.
Every kid or family gets a personal shopper, so they take them around and they know what category bike they're looking for. They go to it and they get to pick any bike they want out of that category.
She likes this one. You like that one? Okay. Yeah.
Is this your bike? I love this, right? Can you get on your bike and show me how you can ride it?
Push this foot down. There we go. Good at that.
I talked with a couple of the families who were receiving bikes that day, and they told me that this was the first time their children had ever had a bike. Which of these bikes looks good to you? That one? This seat might be a little high, but I think the size is good for him.
When we bring it down there, we can have him adjust the seat here. You want to do that?
That bike is amazing for you. Look at her go. Wow! Jason and his sister Jessica have both chosen the perfect bikes. Now we're meeting with the volunteers for Free Bikes for Kids to make sure everything is adjusted just right for a safe ride.
Put your feet on the... We're going to lower the seat a little bit, huh? You're in good shape. You're good to go. But this is good because when you grow up, when you get bigger, you'll be able to raise the seat up.
This program isn't just for little kids, it's for big kids too. A lot of times older children get bikes to get to and from after school programs that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get to.
I was talking to a little girl. She was the first one in line today, and she was here an hour early with her family. Her name was Giselle, and I was just standing there. I said, "Okay, we're almost ready to open the doors," and she goes like this, and she said, "I've never had a bike before." And I said, "Really? So this will be your first bike?" She goes, "Yeah," and she goes, "I want red."
That actually might be my favorite story about today, honestly.
Oh, she was so excited.
Thank you so much for all you do, and thanks for having us here today.
Oh, it was great. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, Free Bikes for Kids. What an amazing day. Watching all of these kids get bikes was a gift in itself. To learn more about Free Bikes for Kids and other programs that Greater Good sponsors, visit our website. Thanks for watching The Happy House today. Coming up next week on The Happy House, we visited my favorite hamburger place and learned their secrets for making hamburgers extraordinary. All right, I gotta try this. Oh my gosh, this looks delicious. How to create plant arrangements that are beautiful and easy to care for. Coming up next.